Redox reaction. Oxidation is defined as the loss of electron from a substance, and reduction is the gain of electrons by a substance. A becomes A positive charge, so neutral 0 becomes positive charge, means it's loss of electron. It's an oxidation process. B charge 0 and then becomes negatively charged. It's called reduction process because the gain of electron. Oxidizing agent is a substance which accepts electrons. The substance which accepts electron, that is oxidizing agent. It is called oxidizing agent because it makes oxidation occur. Okay, so this is the oxidizing agent because it accepts electron. B accepts electron, so B is an oxidizing agent. While reducing agent is a substance which donates electron. Reducing agent, because the reducing agent make reduction occur. A becomes A plus, so this is a reducing agent because it makes the reduction occur while itself being oxidized. Okay, it is being oxidized, it is oxidation, but it makes reduction occur. That's why it's called reducing agent. Ionic equation: Cu plus aqueous plus Fe solid. The products are Fe3 plus aqueous plus Cu solid. Oxidation and reduction occur simultaneously, so ionic equation does not contain electrons, but half equation does. This is a half equation example. So this is a full ionic equation. Make it half. So focus on each element. Fe solid becomes Fe3 plus aqueous. We know that it's losing 3 electrons, so it's an oxidation process. And Cu plus becomes Cu solid. Focus on Cu. Cu plus positive 1 oxidation number becomes 0, so it is reduction. Gaining electron, reduction process because it's gaining electron. This is oxidation process because it's losing electron. Losing electron, the electron at the product. Gaining electrons, electron at the reactant. Balancing redox equations by ion-electron method. You have several steps to balance redox equation. First, you have to write the full ionic equation. This is the full ionic equation. Fe2 plus plus Cr2O7 2 minus becomes Fe3 plus plus Cr3 plus. Okay, next, separate the equations into two half fractions. You just separate the same element. Fe2 plus, Fe becomes Fe, same element, and then another one, Cr2O7 2 minus become Cr3 plus. If you look at this, if you look at the oxidation number, it's simple for Fe. Fe2 plus becomes Fe3 plus. We know that it is oxidation process because the oxidation number increases. But in this here, 2 minus become 3 plus. This oxidation number, it looks like it increases as well. So which one is oxidation process? It looks like both are oxidation process because both the oxidation number increases. If you are not sure which one is oxidation or reduction, like in this case, just separate them into half without labeling them yet. So just separate them like this. Don't put which one is oxidation, which one is reduction yet. Just leave it like that first. Next, step 3. Balance the atoms other than O and H atom. Step number 3, make sure you balance other atoms but don't bother about oxygen and hydrogen yet. Fe2 plus becomes Fe3 plus, 1 Fe only, no change, 1 Fe, 1 Fe. But here, 2 Cr. On the right side, you have to put 2 Cr to balance. But in step 3, don't bother about oxygen and hydrogen yet. Step number 4, add H2O to balance atom. You don't just add O to balance atom, you must add H2O. And in order to balance hydrogen atom, you must add H plus, not H2, H plus. So we need to balance oxygen because we have oxygen in Cr2O7. We don't have oxygen on the right side previously. Here we don't have oxygen on the right side, so you have to put oxygen on the right side. In order to add oxygen, you have to add H2O. So on the left side, we have 7 oxygen. You must put 7 oxygen on the right side by adding 7 H2O. Now the oxygen is balanced. 7 oxygen on the left, 7 oxygen on the right. But you have 14 hydrogen on the right, but you have no hydrogen on the left. So to balance hydrogen atom, you have to add H plus on the left, not H2, H plus. So 14H plus Cr2O7 2 minus 2Cr3 plus 7H2O. Now it's balanced. All the atoms are balanced. Add electron to balance the charges on the half reaction. So for Fe, 2 plus on the left, 3 plus on the right. So on the left, overall charge positive 2, on the right, positive 3. So you have to balance, make it positive 2, like on the left side, you must add 1 electron here. So positive 3, negative 1 becomes positive 2. And for next half equation, you have 14 plus, for 14H plus 14, this whole overall negative 2. So on the left side first, you have plus 14, negative 2 means plus 12. On the right side, you only have plus 6, 3 times 2. 3 plus times 2, plus 6. Water, no charge, 0. So plus 6 on the right, but 12 plus 12 on the left. So you have to make it balanced by adding 6 more electrons to make on the left side in total plus 6. So you have electron at the reactant side in this half equation and electron on the product side for this half equation. So if the electron is on the right side at the product side, it means it's losing electron. If it is losing electron, this is the oxidation process. This one, the electrons are on the left side, means it's gaining electron. Gaining electron means reduction process. So now you can put oxidation and reduction on the previous part. We know that Fe oxidation, Cr2O7 2 minus becomes Cr3 plus is reduction when you already balance the electron. Here we can confirm which one is oxidation, which one is reduction. Next step, balance the electron in the two half reaction. So here you have 1 electron, but here you have 6 electron. You must balance these 2 electron. So by times the Fe times by 6 to get 6 electron. So if you times the electrons by 6, you have to multiply all the other elements or ion in the equation, becoming 6 Fe2 plus 6 Fe3 plus 6 electron, and copy back the half equation that you did previously. 6 electron plus 14H plus Cr2O7 2 minus becomes 2Cr3 plus 7H2O. Now the electron at the Fe you have on the product side and the electron of this at the reactant side. So you can just cancel out the electron. Cancel out the electron. You can combine the half equations. Okay, cancel the electron. Combine these two equations becoming one equation only. So everything, whatever on the reactant side, you put on the left. Whatever on the product side, you put on the right, means after the arrow. So 14H plus Cr2O7 2 minus plus 6Fe, because this is the reactant. Combine, it must be at the reactant side. Then this is at the product side, put at the product side and copy back everything at the product side to put on the product side, becoming one equation. You have to cancel out the electron. In order to cancel out the electron, make sure the number of electrons are the same. Step 8. Number of electrons on both sides must be equal. This is when you balance. This is when you check. 14 times 1 means 1 plus 1, because H plus 1 times 14, so this is plus 14. And then negative 2, this one 2 plus times 6, 6 times 2, 12. Then the charge on the left must be equal to the charge on the right. This is how you check whether your answer is correct, by balancing the charge for everything at the reactant side and the charge on the product side. When you look at this, if this is H plus, we know that this equation, this is acidic solution because it has H plus in it. Okay, this is acidic solution. Step number 9, if the reaction is basic solution, or the question asks you to write the equation for basic solution, if it's acidic solution, this is your final answer. But if the question asks for basic solution, you must add OH minus on both sides, on the reactant side, on the product side, for every H plus. So how many OH minus you have to add? It depends on how many H plus you have. You have 14 H plus, so you have to add 14 OH minus on the left, 14 OH minus on the right. This is step number 9 if the question asks for basic solution. So if you combine OH minus and H plus, it becomes water. But on the right side, you don't have H plus on the right side, so leave it 14 OH minus. Just leave it like that. And if you notice, you have 14 H2O on the left, 7 H2O on the right. You can cancel them out. Cancel the 7 H2O here, 7 here, leaving 7 H2O on the left, because you already cancel 7 with this 7. So there's no water on the right side anymore. This is your final answer, and it is basic solution. It's not acidic anymore because there's no H plus.